Hello everybody and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to share with you a few important issues about the components of an EQS input file. So if you can recall from the previous video, I showed you how you can create an EQS input file to run the model and also to get the results. In fact, I told you that the input files can be generated by the EQS program through the graphical and interactive methods. And in case that you are an advanced structural equation modeler, you can create this file manually through the manual method. Now let's have a look at the main keywords and paragraphs in a typical EQS input file to learn more about these files. Okay, so as you can see in this slide, I have provided you with a brief description about some of the keywords, and in the subsequent slides I will share with you more details about a few of these keywords. Okay, so the keywords in this slide are title, specifications, labels, equations, variances, covariances, print, LM test, and end. Note that specifications, equations, and variances are required keywords and the rest are optional. So title is used to supply project title information. Specifications is used to define the data and the method of analysis to be used. Labels is used to identify the names of the variables. You can define equations and variances under these two keywords. Covariances is used to define the covariances between independent variables in case there are any in your model. Print is used to add more options to the default output of EQS, such as the correlations among the parameter estimates or effect decomposition in mediation analysis. And LM test is used to evaluate the inadequacies in models both univariately and multivariately. Therefore, the results of this test can suggest fixed parameters to free and constants to release. And finally, end is used to mark the termination of the program input. Okay, so in this slide, you can see a few secondary keywords under the specifications. Data is used to define the name and the location of the data file. So I have provided an example for this secondary keyword as well. Variables is used to define the number of variables in the data set. So variables is equal to 10 means that there are 10 variables in your data set. Cases is used to define the number of cases in the data set. So cases is equal to 250 means that there are 250 cases in the data set. Method is used to define the estimation method. The default is maximum likelihood, as you can see here, but there are some other possibilities. A few of them have been listed here. Analysis is used to describe the type of matrix to be analyzed if it is something other than the covariance matrix. Therefore, covariance is the default, and there are other options such as correlation or moments. Matrix is used to describe the form of the input data. The default is raw data, and there are some other options such as the covariance or the correlation matrices of the observed variables. And finally, delete is used to delete the outliers. For example, in this statement, two cases with the case numbers of 150 and 234 will be deleted. Okay, so as you can see, with respect to the equations keyword, I have provided you with this two-factor CFA model. Note that because we have 11 observed variables in this model, therefore there are 11 equations under the equations keyword. We also have regression coefficients that are fixed to ones, and also regression coefficients that are free parameters to be estimated as indicated by these asterisks. So as an example, focusing on V12, the equation is V12 is equal to 1 times F2 plus 1 times E12. This is something that you can see here. With respect to V17, we have asterisk times F2 plus 1 times E17. So this is the equation that you can see here. Okay, so with respect to the variances keyword, and based on our example, because we have 11 error variances and also 2 factor variances, you can see that we have 13 variances listed here, and because of these asterisks, you already know that all of these variances are three parameters to be estimated. And in this slide, you can also see that we only have one covariance between F1 and F2 that is listed here. This is also a parameter to be estimated as indicated by this asterisk. So the covariance between F1 and F2 will be estimated based in this model. Okay, in this slide, I have provided you with a few statements under the print keyword. So fit is equal to all is used to print all the fit indices in the output file. Table is equal to equation is used to print the results with respect to parameter estimation in equation format. Correlation is equal to yes is used to print the model implied correlation matrix. Also, you can print the model implied covariance matrix using the statement of covariance is equal to yes. If you are interested in correlations among the parameter estimates, you can use the statement of parameters is equal to yes, this statement. The digits keyword is used to change the default value of decimal places of the numbers in the output file. And finally, you can print effect decomposition in mediation analysis based on the extended and modified Sobel test or bootstrapping procedure using the effect keyword. And lastly, if you want to assess the inadequacies in your model based on error terms, or in other words, you would like to see which error terms can be correlated, you can add the following two statements under the lmtest keyword. Okay, that was all I wanted to share with you. I hope you liked this video and thanks for watching.